Okay, hello. This is Larry. This is take 2. My first attempt at video was a complete disaster. Maybe you guys caught it for the brief time it was up, but I took it down in a big hurry. Anyway, this is the 2003 Dyna Harley Davidson 100-year anniversary. It is a 88, which means 88 cubic inches, which translates to 1425 cc's. So she gets up and scoots pretty good. This is a video to well, anyway, I noticed that there were guys that were going to do some choppers in the very near future, and I forget his name, Shorad Raj, nice guy. You know, I'm really bad with names, so don't take it personal, please. He went to a museum and didn't get exactly what he wanted because he was distracted, and I can see why. There's some pretty cool stuff there. He wanted to get some detail on a bike. I told him that I would try to do that for him on mine. Anyway, I want to video things like wiring, cable routing, meaning clutch cable, and the brakes, which are hydraulic, and it would be a hard line coming off of the master cylinder, which is this right here. This is the front brake, okay, and the hard line is here. Hard line, okay, goes into a flex line and it comes down to the front caliper. Okay, it's routed in such a way that the hard line goes. Okay, there's a hard line coming off the master cylinder, turns into a flex hose, and then it goes back to a hard line, which goes underneath the triple trees, and then back to a flexible line down to the front master cylinder. And I don't know if you can see, but that's it right there. And this is the line here. Okay. Don't mind this guy, he just watches out for stuff in the road for me. Fuel. Okay. This is a carbureted setup, so it's it doesn't have injectors or anything like that, so there's no wiring for that. Multi-switch, one on each side. Okay, blinkers, horns. This one over here has the run and the start. Over here, it has the lights and the horn, and of course the bottom on each side are the blinkers or flashers, whatever to translate to, whatever you want. Your clutch lever. Okay, this also comes down along the frame, the neck down the front tube. This is an adjustment, so the bellows are there for a reason, and it goes under the engine. And here it is again. It comes up to here. Okay, I forget what this is called. It's got a specific name, but that's where the that's what a rotating actuator is that engages and disengages the clutch for you. Okay, so that's that route. Over here, I don't know if you guys want to get into this much, but this is, see if I can get over here. Alright, okay, this is the wire. This is a, I guess this is what you would call a loom. This wire here is the oil pressure gauge. This, I believe, is the charging regulator. The wire is coming off of that down to this junction, okay, which is mounted to the rubber front mount, engine mount. This little chrome deal here, that's the oil filter. Coming around to the other side, coming off of this wiring harness. Okay, here it goes in and is wired to the stator. The stator is the charging. It's connected to the crankshaft, and it rotates and it charges, and it's regulated here. It keeps the battery going. What else we got? This, I would say that this is going to be the crankshaft sensor. Okay, that's also crankshaft position sensor. Pardon me. This, I don't know who the heck put this 45 on here, but it's not a 45. Definitely Harley Davidson, but not a 45. Those are pretty early. Okay, and then you got your coil and your plug wires. Okay, there's your choke, there's your fuel. As far as wiring goes, it's all hidden pretty well. So you're not really seeing too much going on here. Ignition, which is probably where most of the wiring is hidden, in this little area here. This is the battery box. This differs from the I guess the Road Kings and the dressers and stuff like that, where here they would have an oil tank, a chrome oil tank, which would have a recess in the center that the battery would fit into. Okay, but my oil tank, I guess it was right there. Yeah, this is the dipstick, so that's obviously where the oil. This is where the sump is and all that good stuff. Back here, if you can see back here, you tilt it a little bit. That stuff, that's the back of the coil. So that's just wiring. You can see the battery ground there. And this switch here, I never knew what that was for. That was I don't know, somebody added that on before I got the bike, and it apparently doesn't do anything because I've tried. So there it is. There's no real nothing special. I got my speedometer and I got my gas gauge. It doesn't have a dashboard like the bigger guys do. So here's what I'm going to, oh, this is the starter too, right here. And that's going to have some wiring on it somewhere along the way. That's the starter. Okay, so I'm just gonna crank this guy up and listen to it run for a minute. Nothing sounds as good as a Harley on a startup, and even after it warms up, it's just beautiful sound. So let me get on and choke it. Like I said, carbureted. I'll just choke it and check for neutral. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is neutral. These are neutral. Okay, so here we go. Turn the key on, right on. there she is. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. I always enjoy listening to this guy run. I'll just sit out here and listen sometimes. It's gratifying. And my brothers, they had bikes and Harleys, of course. And there's nothing like listening to a Harley V twin open. And the newer models are no different. Anyway, my name is Larry. This is my second attempt at a reasonable video. Like I said, this is for the benefit of the modelers who are looking for some basic detail work, wiring, cables, and such. It's not as it's not a full dresser or anything, so it's got to be a little bit different, but it's atypical of most. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really trying to get some stuff online. I'm just really having a bad time. I'm not any good with computers. Never was. I'm just learning this stuff. So be patient with me in the future, of course. Since by the time you get this, it may be a month after I've taken a video. So let's hope that's not the case. So this is Larry B checking out. Talk to you later.